Well, brand communities are very similar to face-to-face traditional communities in that they possess all the key hallmarks of traditional communities. People in communities have what is called a consciousness of kind. They feel similar within the community to each other and different to the community down the road, whether it's a brand or something else. They engage in certain types of rituals and traditions, and they feel some type of obligation to the larger group of consumers. So those are the sort of three hallmarks of community. All of those are present in brand communities. They're different than traditional communities in that there's a brand at the center. They're different in that they're mass mediated. They're commercial. And they're often not face-to-face. But in reality, communities have ceased being face-to-face since the early 20th century anyway, so they're quite similar. I think for business people, it's an important topic, again, because it's just a reality. It's the way that the branding world is moving. The fact that individuals can now communicate with one another virtually for free on the internet, instantaneously, and form important aggregations, important groups of consumers, is fundamentally different than the way word of mouth worked when I talked to my neighbor about a car over the back fence. So it's important because there's been a sea change in mediated communication. I see brand communities evolving in the future. There's going to be more of them. They seem to be proliferating rapidly. I think they will begin to, as technology changes, I think, and social networking becomes more the norm, I think you will see more and more and more of them. I also think you'll see management of companies try to co-opt them or manipulate them in some way or partner with them in some way. The most important message marketers should take away from the presentation is that, first of all, that brand communities are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. They're going to grow. You're just going to have to deal with them. Secondly, you can either deal with them in a manner that increases your equity, or third, they can be a perennial pain for you. And I think that there are lots of tools and procedures and things that we've learned after 10 years of research on this that can be passed along. But I guess the biggest takeaway is that they're here, that train's left the station, you're going to have to deal with this new empowered consumer, and not only a consumer, but consumers who aggregate into big groups and have power.